Leadership, leadership, leadership. That's the important and the critical question. And I've had the good fortune over the past 30, 35 years to lead in different situations. Been a principal, led a national school reform organization, but I have to say that I'm most proud of these past 10 years where I've led the Coalition of Schools Educating Boys of Color, because I realized something that ties itself to history, which I'm a student of, that I'm a leader for liberation. And I'm trying my best, and with the organization, we're trying our best to liberate black boys from the shackles of modern day oppression that many of them face in schools and face in communities. For example, when we have so many young men who are referred to special ed, and that becomes a life sentence in many cases. When we have so many young men being suspended, being expelled from school, too few being allowed to participate in gifted and talented classes, then I know that there's inequities going on. And part of our goal as the Coalition of Schools Educating Boys of Color is to bring attention and shed new light on these modern day shackles that too often, too frequently, tied around the ankles of our boys and young men. That's our work. And so I take this job of being the leader very seriously. It's a very unique opportunity. It's a cameo moment, and I plan to maximize it to the fullest. Now, I have to also say that COSEBOC has many stories of what we've done in the field. I'd like to share a story about E.J. Bodie. E.J. Bodie is from North Philly, and he was one of those young men, big for his age, tall, heavy set, so his self-esteem wasn't the greatest. His grades were not the greatest. His home situation was in disarray. So he was referred to our Sankofa Passages program, our Rites of Passage program, to go through the immersion of being exposed to identity development, cultural inquiry, as well as relationships with mentors and facilitators. So much so was this transformation that we asked him to be the keynote speaker on behalf of Sankofa Passages at our Jackson, Mississippi gathering of leaders. He was eloquent, he was dynamic, he was persuasive. He talked about his transformation from being a 1.5 grade point average to a 3.4 grade point average, to really making new relationships with his teachers, to rebuilding relationships with his family, his community, to really understanding his purpose. And so we're proud to say that EJ is in college now. He received checks and scholarships after his speech, and he's going to college in Philadelphia. That's just one of numerous stories that we can tell. So the impact of Sankofa, which is a COSEBOC program. I also want to share that we have made significant systemic impact in districts across this country. And one of the reasons for that is our standards and promising practices for schools educating boys of color. This document was put together with the support of Pedro Noguera and Dr. Edward Fergus, but it's a document that complements what teachers should be doing, what educators should be doing to change the narrative about black boys. It raises new questions, it gives new insights, it gives examples, gives tools of things that schools can do today to educate and affirmatively develop boys and young men of color. We're proud of that.